Hi everyone, today I'm going to have a look at the Kuretake Art Nouveau pastel set of colours, and I think, to be fair, we have to have a look at this in conjunction with the Kuretake Nuance set because they are designed to go together. The Art Nouveau set is a set of 24 colours and the Nuance set is a set of 12 colours. They come in a beautifully packaged box and the pans are really generously sized inside. In the previous video, I reviewed the Kuretake Original Set of 24 colours. I will link the video in the description box below. And in that video, I said I wasn't here to discuss whether Kuretake are regarded as proper watercolors or not. You can see that by the description given by the supplier that it is regarded as a Japanese traditional paint and it can be used as a gouache, but also as a watercolor if you add a lot of water to it. The reason why people have a little bit of an exception to calling this watercolor is that the colors are fairly opaque, particularly these two sets, which are quite pastel in color, so they are not completely transparent, and as such I probably wouldn't regard them as true watercolors. I love the unique packaging that all the Kuretake sets have. They all have the same fabric covered lid, and the wells inside the box are beautifully large and generously sized. There's also a protective plastic sheet which we remove before we use the paints. So as I said in my previous video, the Kuretake Original Set really looks a lot like your 24 set of colors that you might get in many other brands. But I really like the look of the pastel colors in these two sets. They are very different to the original set, and I can't wait to give them a go. Also, what I mentioned in my previous video is that there is a swatch card inside the lid of each of these Kuretake sets, but I'm not a fan because the paper inside is very slippery and the colors aren't true to what they really are. So I'm going to make my own swatch cards and swatch these paints on watercolor cotton paper. So I've made these two 100% cotton swatch cards that are going to fit easily inside the lid, and each of the swatches are generously sized. I'm going to start by putting the names of the colors below each and then get on to swatching. Right, so that's done. My names are down and I'm going to start by swatching the Art Nouveau set. I will spray my paints with water first just to activate them, and then I'm going to start in the first block. I'm going to put clean water down into that block up to the edges. I'm looking to get a nice even layer of water down. I want the paper to be wet but the water to not be pooling. So I'm going to spread it evenly and then just check that there is not too much water in the block before I swatch it. Then I'm going to pick up some color from the first well and I'm going to drop it in on the left hand side of the swatch area because I want to get a bit of a gradient. I want to see how this color looks in its darkest through to its lightest form. So I'll put the color down on the left hand side and then help it to blend from more intense to less intense, from left to right. Once I'm happy with that and I've got a good gradient of color, I'm going to rinse off my brush, skip a block and then put water down in the third block over and repeat the entire process again. And I will work through both cards for both sets in exactly the same way. And here are the completed swatch cards for both the Art Nouveau and the Nuance sets. I'm absolutely thrilled with the color choices in both sets. I think everything is extremely cohesive and I cannot wait to use these colors in a whimsical set of paintings that I've got in my mind. So you can definitely expect to see me using these in the weeks to come. So until next time, bye for now.